if there really is a bike shortage, and I'm trying to start a BMX scene in a town that doesn't really have a BMX scene, I want to make sure I can have the best bikes I can have, and I think raising awareness of this price point model of theirs will help the sport in general, because for $399.99, which is $40 over the cult access, for that $40 you get double wall rims, fully sealed everything, and not just fully sealed. I've owned this bike for a month plus, and I ride it every day. I ride it to work and back every day. I ride it to the grocery store. I ride it to the gas station. I ride it to the pawn shop, to the salvo, everything. It's my only bike. The only bike I'm riding right now. And I'm riding it so much in the seat time because I also have my pump track and I'm building a half pipe. Point is, I need a bike that doesn't really fuck around. So I bought one, and as it is mine, I have taken it apart and looked at it just because I wanted to. And it's all unicorn beef. It really is unicorn beef. So, but it's $40 more than the cult access. And the cult access you can buy from a website, and it comes to your house in a box. And the Elite Destro you can buy from a website, and it comes to your house in a box. At least where I'm from, there are no BMX dealers. I don't know if you could get a BMX bike in town. Right now, probably not at all. If you're going to buy a bike from a .com and it's going to show up in your house, either you know what you're doing, you're going to build the bike correctly, you already have the tools you need, you're going to end up with a fantastic complete from $400 all the way up to whatever you want to spend. It's a great time to buy a complete in the market right now. And when I saw this bike, it was listed as an entry level somewhere. And that, in my first searches when I was looking for new bikes, like, that was throwing it in there with like some real junk. And I was like, man, this thing's way better than that at the same money. Like the Mongoose, whatever, Legion 20 or whatever is $399. Like, what? So lumping it in with the entry-level bikes, I was like, well, this is crazy how much, how over-spec'd this thing is compared to the rest of those real, like, garbage bikes. Maybe they get lumped, maybe the Elite Destro gets lumped in with them because they have some pretty big distribution deals. I don't know. But there's nothing about that $400 bike that is entry level, besides the high tensile frame. Not high tensile bar or fork, because those are both chromo on this bike. I just cut my bar down. It's chromo. It's not misleading, it's fucking chromo. Curves, riding street, landing flat, casing everything because everything's still too bumpy to get smooth and fast, blah, blah, blah. The bike is kind of, I mean, you can maybe see it on film right now, it's covered in mud. I've not been kind to it. It has had an opportunity to prove itself to be untruthfully marketed as a chromo fork and to actually be a high ten fork, but at this point it would have broken for sure. So, $400, chromo fork, chromo bars, maybe aftermarket ODI grips, maybe just ODI grips. I think they might be ODI. It's not saying much. Neither is saying that it has really nice bar ends, but it does. Like, would not be a weapon spinning around when you crash. That good, they're really good. Alloy seat post, which the kink curb at 369 and the kink launch at 409 have steel seat posts, which I find kind of weird. But one of maybe the GT bikes has a steel front hub at like $450. Is that a competitor with this? No, by no means. In fact, at that price point, there's nothing besides the Cult Access, $40 less. And with the Cult Access, you have the Vans tires, which is super cool. You have a sealed ball bearing, which is nice, because I guess you could replace some of the other stuff. Maybe they're thinking you might. The Cult Gateway is Chromoly, so that's nice. Again, they're probably thinking you're going to upgrade, but it does come with double wall rims in the front. The Cult match wheels, as Dougster Bob said in a review not too long ago, they're a little mislabeled. They do have double wall rear, but single wall front. That's about it. The Cult Access at $359 and the Kink Launch at $409 are the only two bikes close in price. And that's going through Kink, Fit, Sunday, Cult, DK, KHE, Sabrosa, WTP, SE, Stranger, Hoffman, Verde, Division, and Haro. None of them have a bike at $400 that has double wall rims, Chromo Bar, Chromo fork, fully sealed, alloy post combo, embroidered ballistic nylon seat, really nice tires. Did I say double wall rims? I haven't even talked about the je ne sais quoi. It's 10 minutes in. I'm just talking about the price point and where this bike really is in the price point market compared to what else you can get in a box from a .com delivered to your door. If you have a local shop, whatever they're selling, buy it. Seriously, if your local shop sells Cult, buy Cult. If they sell Sabrosa, buy Sabrosa. If they sell framed, buy framed. If they sell stolen, buy stolen. If it's Verde, buy the Verde. If it's whatever your local shop has, buy that, because they're the ones putting their financial asses out there for you. If they have a ramp nearby, if they have their own videos on YouTube, you know, a shop that is really like in the sport, and they carry whatever brand, buy that. If you're like at a Trek shop and they just have whatever, and it's basically just, they don't give a shit about BMX, whatever, then order an Elite or find a dealer that sells Elite. If you're in Columbia, Missouri, find me. I have 6 of them right now that I've just bought at retail, like a sucker, because I want people to ride them. I'd rather them ride these than anything else that I've researched so far at that price point. I'm trying to get a dealership, but I fucked up. I deleted their email like a big old dum-dum. I've been a shop guy my whole life, and people like me drive me crazy. Like, dude, you deleted your email? Anyway, hopefully it'll get resolved and I'll be able to sell these bikes. But right now I'm not gaining anything from this video. I just want my burgeoning scene to have access to a bike like this. So, I'm not much of a capitalist to start with, and with passion projects like this, I'm probably gonna eat just so much shit for this idea, financially speaking. But it's worth it because BMX.